Well, North America's largest life insurance company is taking a big step into the future.
It's become a way and a lifestyle for us. First thing in the morning, the first thing we do is slap on our Fitbits.
All right, so that's a look at a commercial promoting the Vitality program from John Hancock Insurance. The U.S. company will now require fitness tracking for all life insurance policies. Customers can either sign up to wear Fitbits and smartwatches, or they can track their fitness activity in an app or on a website. So John Hancock is owned by Canada's Manulife Financial. Manulife has been selling interactive life insurance in this country since 2016. But unlike the change at John Hancock, it is not applied to all policies. So the question is this the future of health tech? Joining us now are Huda Idrees, the founder and CEO of Health, and Amber MacArthur is the president of Connect Digital Engagement. So hello to you both, Huda and Amber.
Hi there.
So Huda, let's go to you first. You're in health technology itself. So what do you have to say to customers who may be feeling like this is a huge invasion of privacy?
Yeah, absolutely. I think insurance is always, people always look at them with a little bit of a skeptical eye. Nobody really has a lot of empathy or sympathy for the big insurers. But I also think it's happened in other insurance areas already. We see this with auto insurance, where you can optionally sign up to share how you're driving in exchange for a discount. And I see that as a similar trend when it comes to healthcare and health insurance.
So it's a trend, but I mean, certainly them making it a mandatory piece is a maybe more drastic step in a certain direction. But let's quickly take a listen to the president and CEO of John Hancock and what they had to say in a press release. They say, "We are proud to become the only U.S. life insurance company to fully embrace behavioral-based wellness and leave the old way of doing business behind." Okay, so Amber, after listening to that, what reaction do you have to that? Does she have a point? Are we talking about an old way of doing business?
Well, I think it's really important to understand that in the fine print, what they say is that you don't have to actually share all of your tracking data. So yes, you do have to agree that you do have a Fitbit or an Apple Watch or another device, but you don't have to log your data. If you don't log your data, however, you do not get the discounts that they offer. And that's the important piece of this puzzle. So they are forcing you in some ways, but in other ways, they're just saying, hey, we're going to charge you a premium if you don't share that data with us. So it's a little bit complicated.
Doesn't it feel a little bit like a major invasion of privacy, though, or an overstep?
I think it really depends. I could see the younger generation being more comfortable with this because, you know, life insurance can be very expensive. So they are more comfortable sharing their personal information in many different cases. And so I could see this working for maybe the next generation, but I think there's going to be a big backlash. There is already.
Especially on the privacy front, we've seen such a huge backlash to large tech companies that have used our information without our knowledge. I think one thing to note that is interesting is this is a very opt-in service. So you are opting in where you have control over what will be shared and what you're willing to part with.
Even if right now it is opt-in for certain services or certain usages of it, is this the future of wearable devices, Huda?
Very likely. I would imagine insurance companies are quickly going towards this trend. We've already seen them lose a lot of money for putting out policies that are very different from each other. Actually having incorporated data that is real time, that is per person, that's coming in and personalized would mean great efficient things for the insurance business, for their customers, but also for the business. I would imagine, even though today it is optional, like Amber was saying, it's probably not going to be in the future.
Amber, you're nodding, and you think this is also the future for wearable technology?
I really think it is. And I mean, think about what people will do to save a few dollars. I mean, look how much information we have given over when it comes to Facebook as just one example. Over the past decade, we've told Facebook everything about our lives just because we get it for free. So I think at the end of the day, if people get discounts, they will be comfortable sharing this information, but will it come back and hurt them in the long run? Perhaps.
All right, and now we've got to shift, of course, to the next wearable device. Of course, we have to talk about the Apple Watch, the 4 Series smartwatch. So take a look at this. Essentially, what we know about the 4 Series is that it will monitor your heart, check for undiagnosed conditions, and alert your doctor. It's also built with fall detection, so it's going to call your emergency contacts and transmit your location. Plus, it also includes a feature so that an emergency SOS feature so that the watch can actually call 911 for you. Okay, so Huda, let's go back to you quickly. When the Apple Watch discovers that you've previously an undiagnosed heart problem and then tells your insurance company, or your employer for that matter, what does that mean?
That's pretty scary if Apple is going to share that information without your knowledge. So far, though, of all the big tech companies, we've seen Apple be on the right side of privacy and security, on the user side all the time. And if you look at how the HealthKit integration works today, there is the ability for users to select which information they want to share. So, should they not want to share their heart data, they don't have to. And I think that's the beauty of the Apple Watch. I'm really excited about the Series 4. It's the most confident this product has been in years.
Amber?
I think really it's about the life-saving technology, and I think in many cases, if you look at Canada as a country, there are so many different examples in terms of preventative care where people just aren't taking care of themselves. If we know that a wearable device like this can identify that you have some type of issue with your heart rate that maybe your doctor hasn't seen, I think this is helping and in the long run could save lives.
I mean, certainly there is a business aspect here, too, that is beneficial for insurance companies, though, right? I mean, yes, there's the preventive care angle, and that's certainly what insurance companies are using to sell that feature. But, I mean, we have to see the business angle to it. Huda?
Yeah, I think the more interesting use case for me when it comes to wearable technology and the Apple Watch is actually sharing it with your family members. Often, most of the caregivers for people who are having a lot of falls and having a lot of heart conditions that are going either undiagnosed or unnoticed, their family members are providing them care. And right now, they're completely in the dark. So I have older family members who have had falls, and nobody has been around to help them because they weren't notified immediately. And I think the fall detection aspect of Apple Watch is incredible. I do think absolutely that Apple is going after the market of elderly people who are often not seen by tech companies. And I think that is brilliant. The fact that insurers will want to use it is a little bit of a side effect, but I don't think the primary reason for the product.
We're quickly running out of time, but I want to give you the final word, Amber. All right, the future, what's the bottom line for you?
I think the most important thing is that everybody has to read the fine print. You know, it's one thing to share your personal information about the movies that you like on Facebook. It's a whole other thing when you're sharing information about your health.
All right, thank you to you both. Again, this is our tech panel. Thanks again to Huda and Amber. Amber Huda Idrees is the founder and CEO of Health, and Amber MacArthur is the president of Connect Digital Engagement. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.